Hello folks! No, Joop's not dead. Joop is coming, or rather I'm going towards Joop, or he's going towards me. That's the thing. The walk we're doing this time starts between my place and his place, so it doesn't make sense for him to drive to me or for me to drive to him. It makes sense to drive to the walk, which will be the case for the next couple of walks.
This is new. Usually Stijn is sitting next to me and driving me wherever we want to go. But plans have changed. Actually the plans are still the same. We're going for a nice hike and the Mother Maas is guiding us where.
Today we go to start in Obbicht.
Obbicht? Yes, Obbicht. It's the place where the Maas, for some kilometers, is also the border of the Netherlands. So at one side it's Limburg, the Dutch Limburg, and on the other side it's Belgium.
Joop has a little walk plan which also goes across the border. What's less fun is that the rain is pouring down, so we're gonna get wet. I have walking shoes on because I expect mud.
So I'm gonna pick up Stijn at the church in Obbicht. Check you guys later. Bye bye.
Let's see how this goes. Enter Joop. Man has arrived! The team is complete. Now what? That's a very busy sign. They even put two towns on one line. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Bergstein, Helmond!
Bergstein, Helmond! Woo! I did not expect us to walk hello in the direction of nature right away, but here we go. It's a path.
All those streets in the early morning.
All the streets. Early morning. I forgot my watch. What time is it?
It's
noon.
Some would not expect. It's the 1st of August.
Is it? It's the 31st of July.
No? Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. It's almost the 1st of August, but it could easily be the 1st of autumn because it's rainy.
Yeah, it feels
chill.
like November 3rd or something.
And this will be broadcasted around Christmas. So
So that's good.
no, but it's 11:25.
Here's a graveyard or a cemetery, depending on which English-speaking country you're from. And Joop is leading, and we are on walking shoes, which, as it turns out, was a good idea. Look at you're a big horse, yeah. Large. This is not the River Maas. This is the canal that goes from where to where? I don't even know. Maastricht to somewhere in the north of the province, I think. Zomer?
Den Bosch.
Oh, that northern. Okay, one northern, not one province.
Back in the days, it used to go that way, but.
Kent ze zwemmen, jong?
Nee, jong.
Yeah, jong. Joop is scared. He stopped there. He looked down. And down is this. Never fails to amaze me how large traffic signs are. This thing is huge. Look at it. Joop has found himself in a bit of a kerfuffle. He realizes the best place to take this photo is there, but he dares not go there. So let me do that then. Oh, there is indeed a step missing here. That is something to think of. Is it wobbly? Nope, it's not particularly wobbly. It's a pretty solid thing, this. My hair is on fleek. The man has conquered his fears and he is now on this side of the scary, scary bridge. Wasn't so scary after all, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh. Lock.
Come on!
Bye, Joep. For a second we were tricked into thinking this is the River Maas, but no, it's still the canal. It's just particularly wide here. So where are we going, Joep? I think Joep is behind me.
We're going to there.
There? That's where we're going. Do, 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 do.
Car park.
Living ships. So they're not alive, they're actually boathouses. And they're putting this here so we keep our mouths shut. So I'm going to show you some boathouses without screaming past them as we do. This tiny village is called Boatman's Church. We already, well, it's called Schipperskerk, but same difference. We already found the boats and the men.
And the church.
Here's the church! Another average street. From the slightly sad views of where we just were, we are now entering Grevenbicht, Papenhoven, which used to be two separate towns, now isn't anymore. And that's a lot cuter actually. We get greetings and we get smiles, so this is more my style. My hair is still on fleek. That's the standardized icon for a foot ferry. And then it also says bicycles too. I sort of figured from the standardized icon that we've been having for years, but cool. Check in. Sheep. Ah. Meanwhile in a hurricane, what the fuck is going on? Hurricane?
Yeah.
There's a rather awesome ruin here. I had no idea that was here, but we can't get any closer because fence. That's really cool. All fence.
Only fans.
Only fence. We're leaving the village behind as we are finally going to see what brings us here anyway. Could it be, Joep?
Yes, it is. You see it?
It's blue.
Part. This is actually the border, as I told you in the intro that Stijn didn't hear yet. That's why we're crossing this region, because this is the country border. Belgium, hello! We're coming for you.
Hey.
Oh.
I think it's safe to say, since we started this series, this is the least impressive weather we've had.
To say the least.
Well, that made everything worse.
Oh.
Those swans don't really have much control over the direction, do they? They be floating. This may be the most mass we've seen during these walks. We are following it continuously. And it's nice and calm, which is funny because it's very windy, but that's not how rivers work, is it? Discover all 10 of the art pieces on the Maas bike route. This is 9 out of 10. I'm not sure if they're getting better once you get to 1 out of 10. But if this is the reference, then yeah. These indicate where the Belgian border is. I'm a bit confused because it's in a bloody garden. So either someone stole this and put it in their garden, or we are now somehow in Belgium, which we can't be because there's the river, so Belgium is there, right?
Yeah, and the border is here.
The border is actually here.
No, in the Maas.
In the Maas, yeah, exactly. The border is there. So that, my friends,
Should be in there.
is an imposter. Should be in the water. Joep is gonna do a little strip show now, while I drive to a little supermarket in the tiny town of Stokkem in Belgium. And as you may have noticed, there is sort of kind of a river in the way. So that's gonna get exciting. We're gonna jump it.
And
190. In catch. We're boating. On a boat. On a That went so fast we could have swum it, really. That was a really short boat ride, but here we are. In Belgium. Joep is checking his camera in Belgium.
It's your camera.
Joep is checking my camera in Belgium. Belgian cobblestones. Oh, apparently that wasn't the supermarket. Apparently that's a parking lot. I hope they have food for me.
There's a lunchroom next to it.
Awesome. Belgium has the tendency to be very, 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 very closed on Mondays, so we are a bit worried. But this
Hey, there's light.
There's light. Okay.
There's a light. We hebben hier wat staat. Oh, wat is dan? Broodjes of zo?
Krok.
Je broodje kroket?
Krok.
Oh, een tosti.
You are here, and this is how we walked so far in 3D. This edge isn't there in real life, by the way. We didn't notice that. We would have noticed that.
The Dungly Cliffs of Stockholm.
The cliffs of Stockholm.
William of Orange, Willem van Oranje, he the first time he tried to conquer the Spanish occupied side of the Netherlands, he tried to do that to go from Obbicht, where we were, to Stokkem, but Stokkem said, no shit, Sherlock.
No.
Willem, fuck out. So they closed the city gates and they tried to plunder the region for 2 days and gave up, and then went to Maastricht to fight with the Duke of Alva there. So actually a fun story, because that's also the way that we are going to walk to Maastricht. But we are welcomed. We had a nice coffee and a croque monsieur.
We do less plundering.
I think we go back for a beer and just pay afterwards.
No, that's a very sturdy bridge. No wobble. Wobble in this direction? Nope.
Belgian bridges.
Apparently Belgian bridges are of a different kind. You've just said that this is an old part of the Maas, where the Maas used to be, and then they sort of rerouted it. And just over there you see the current Maas. So this is actually prehistoric Maasage. And he's actually now going to Google it. Was I saying the right thing? He's not sure yet. Well, if this is still in the video by the end of this, I was correct. It's a beautiful day. The sun is, well, Joep is once more updating the socials. It's a nice spot to do so. We are now hovering, sort of, over the River Maas, which does feel all sorts of special. I do appreciate that someone surrendered their doormat to make it a little less noisy here. That's a great idea. Joep's route is telling us we need to go left here. Are you sure about that, Joep?
It's possible.
I just asked Joep, how many geese are there here? And his answer is all of them. And I think he may actually be right, because we keep scaring geese. They're pissed, but they're very photogenic when they start flying. So let's see if we get another cloud of geese. Joep's just saying that he's really liking this walk and this combination of factors. I do agree. This is a good walk. It is the viewpoint of Gieten. Again. It's not very triangular this time, but we will not be going there because of the impending doom that is the weather. We're probably going to be soaked. Merci beaucoup. I got hit in the back by the gate, and that was actually not planned. Meuse. Bird viewpoint. This looks absolutely lethal. What is this? It looks like a bunker, man.
I don't know. Down the brakes. It feels like an urbex experience.
It is an urbex experience, isn't it?
Hello!
That's not an eagle. Confused yet again, because this is Belgium and the Netherlands are there. Why? Why are you here? Also, cute bow. That's an entire village. It's called Boya. Yeah, Boyan. We find ourselves in Boya.
Boya!
And that's really all we have to say about that. We know nothing about this place, there's not much to see here.
I don't want to ask the people.
We don't really feel like asking the people because we're afraid. This is why we have our walking shoes on. It is pretty slippery here. Hey, that is a weird color of wheat. It's very colorless. The Maas. It takes you everywhere. Joep is getting a lot of response to his stories and everyone's telling him how pretty it all is. We know, we're here. Thanks.
Stijn, what are you doing?
Rock, I rock.
Happy Pride, Sock.
Thank you. Last meters on our way to our well-deserved beer. We're actually now in the village, as you can hear from the bells tolling very away, far away, very away, what the fuck? Very away. Yeah, we still find some nature, which is lovely. And the local youth is looking at us like we are weird, because we are. Belgian pavement. So we are indeed in town. The Maas Street. Oh, this is important. This town looks like there's a lot of history going on. The city hall looks old. There's loads of classic buildings. There's flags for some reason. You can tell that a lot has happened here or is still happening here. It is a vibe. It really is a vibe.
Especially for us, they're refilling the local pub with this beautiful beer. So let's have one.
Is it any good?
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
We're live again.
That's perfect timing. Oye, oye! Oops. Oh, we fell over. Alrighty, back. Alrighty, back in the Netherlands, driving to our parking spot in Obbicht after a wet and wild and windy and beery walk. That was rather good, actually.
This was a perfect combination of two beautiful routes, both nature and scenery in the villages.
Villages, they are, yeah.
We heard that Stokkem had city rights till not so long ago.
Hence the city hall.
City hall?
City hall.
Oh.
Hall.
But yeah, it's quite surprising. I didn't expect it to be that beautiful, actually.
I expected way less of both parts of this walk, actually. Cute towns, friendly people, and a lot of variety. It's a hard walk to repeat. Shall we put a link to the GPX file somewhere in the description?
Oh, yeah, maybe we can do that.
Yeah, we'll put a link to both of the walks as a GPX file in the description.
Let's do that for all the videos.
We can try to do that for all the videos in retrospect. And this is one you may want to repeat if you're interested in a brisk walk, because it was 17 kilometers, so that's like, I don't know, 11 miles or so. Very much worth it if you're into that. See you all next week.
What he said.
It's funny how we say next week, even though we upload every 2 weeks, but I'm sure people figured out how we do this by now. And if you haven't, you're none the wiser.
We can make a tutorial on that one.
Tutorial?
How to walk every 2 weeks, but walk every week.
Yes, how to video every 2 weeks, but walk every week. It's a secret. Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.